All right, everybody, welcome back to Bloomington Buddies, where us two buddies talk about all things sports. As usual, I'm joined here by Quincy Bell and our lovely producer, Jackson. Quincy Bell is back, and all right, we've been talking about it for 2 weeks. We got to think about possibly a name change for next year. I think that Bloomington Buddies is just like, we rushed to the decision.
I don't know, maybe.
From your chat, because your chat thought Bloomington Buddies was the best. Oh, Jesus. Off to a good start. But yes, we'll think about a name change possibly.
Here, you'll get to see me in action.
Yeah, this is everything our producer does for us. That y'all think we do anything. Ha.
No, you're good. It's just these get super fucked up. Oh yeah, this is the one that somebody tightened this one super tightly.
It'll be fine. I'll just kind of hold it like this.
Yeah.
Should be okay.
All right.
We should be good.
So anyway, like I said, we got quite a few things to talk about today. I really want to focus on NBA as the play-in tournament finishes tonight and the playoffs officially start tomorrow. I am so pumped.
And on Monday, the NHL playoffs start.
Correct.
Can my Maple Leafs win a first-round game?
No.
We will, or first-round series.
Who do they play first round?
They've lost probably Tampa Bay.
Then they'll lose.
Tampa Bay, we'll talk about it later.
Tampa Bay is a very
I do
good
want to
playoff
talk
team.
about the Leafs.
We'll talk about them in a little bit. But also, what was I going to say? I guess I should bring this up. You guys have not seen an episode for 2 weeks because for some reason YouTube hates me and decided that it was going to say that my video could not be uploaded. So we had Jimmy Davis on last time. Hopefully the file will go in here and we can get it on Spotify at least. As you guys know, I put out the poll. I actually haven't checked that this morning. I checked it last night. Me and Jimmy were literally separated by 1 vote. So we'll see. I'm looking right now, actually.
I remember the first time I checked. Yeah, it was like Jimmy had like 75% of the vote.
Yes.
I had like 25 and you had nothing, and I was kind of shocked. I was like, damn, I think Eddie's got quite a few good ones. And then the last time I checked, I was
I don't know. I
never
looked
mind,
too.
I've got the bad ones.
I looked too, and I was just like, okay, so me and Jimmy are dead ass tied. We both have 42%.
I'm actually upset that video hasn't. That there's so many.
It was such a
issues
good
with that
video, on God.
because I want to watch it.
No, it really is a good
else.
video. I'm actually, and I agree. I saw Quincy's response of, I know Jimmy took Wendy's first overall. 100%.
Because y'all don't understand.
It had to.
So I've known Jimmy since 3rd grade, and he would eat at Wendy's like
he loves it.
religiously over the summer. That's where he would eat every
that night. Also,
so
by the
days.
way, I got a text at about 12:30, and it's just a huge ass Wendy's order on his desk. He goes, "I'm feasting." I said, "Jimmy."
By
the way, Lucas, can we talk about you saying these lists are trash, dog? I'm 100% willing to bet you're taking like, I don't even know, probably McDonald's first overall. You're that person. Like,
Jimmy did have the best list though.
I don't think he did. I think Panda Express is horrible.
I tried going quality.
He also picked
fast
McDonald's.
food.
McDonald's is horrible. Their fries are good. That's about it. And he also picked a Raising Cane's, dog. Chick-fil-A is 20 times better.
I'll take,
dog. Raising Cane's is so expensive for dog shit chicken.
Welcome back to part 2 of this draft where we
that's just an I'll take.
It's not. There's a reason Chick-fil-A was taken 2nd overall and Raising Cane's was taken in the 4th round.
Hold on.
Exactly. He can't prove me wrong.
No
he
comments
knows.
on that.
He knows.
Someone. Hold on.
Anyway, and he also took Taco Bell. The only reason I ever eat Taco Bell is because I just need to get things out of my system. If you're, hey, that should be their marketing. If you're constipated, we got you.
We got you covered.
But anyway, so since me and Jimmy are dead tied, it looks like since Jimmy's not here, I default win. I guess. So we'll see. Did you vote, Jackson?
I did. I voted for myself.
Okay, that's fair. I think we all voted for ourselves.
I was gonna say, who
I think
wouldn't,
we did.
though? Who wouldn't do it?
So I actually didn't hate I hated your first pick. I hate Pizza Hut. But the rest of it, I was really impressed with.
First pick?
I
picked
did
Pizza Hut.
because I know we talked in the beginning about like adding pizza chains to the
Yeah,
draft.
we did.
And so I wanted to take the best overall pizza draft, like from an objective standpoint, from a quality standpoint.
Then you picked the wrong pizza joint.
Like Pizza Hut isn't my personal favorite.
No, I get you.
Papa
It used
John's
to be.
is my personal favorite.
Their breadsticks used to be the best, and then they ruined them a little.
I think in terms of overall quality across the board, I think like from an objective standpoint, Pizza Hut's got to take it home.
I mean, it depends. I mean, 20 years ago, but now everybody out pizzas the Hut. I mean, But no, yeah.
Fair point.
I think Jimmy really was just trying to pick up the biggest chains. Like he didn't even care. He was just like I think he even said that. I think he literally said, "I'm just going for the bangers." He was like,
I think so. Like
he literally picked the 3 biggest chains.
He was legitimately shocked when neither of us took McDonald's first round.
It's not that good. Chick-fil-A is
Like
20
I
times better.
fully respect McDonald's, but it's not like in my
Eddie
opinion,
just
the
hates
quality of it.
McDonald's because he had to work there and he's sick of it.
It's also not that good of food, dog. If you saw how it was made,
I'm saying, yeah, that's you can say that about every fast food place.
no, I've seen Wendy's stuff, man. It's not as bad.
Wendy's is
Wendy's
where
is
it's at.
Yeah, Wendy's is better. But no, McDonald's fries, I'll eat those all day. I mean, like we could just feast on those. But
Should we just start talking about sports?
anyway, yeah. So I guess since you're here, we'll give you Jimmy's, so you'll get the middle pick.
Okay.
And then Jackson, poor Jackson. I think you've only won once, haven't you? Or have you not won?
I
at
did.
All?
What did I win? Was it?
We won the NBA
All-Star,
all-time. Yeah,
all time.
I think
like
it was
starting
just us two.
lineup
I think
thing.
I won the movie draft and
Because
Technically. Nobody
one-
voted. They just
one
commented that
person
their
voted
favorite
on
movie
it.
was in your list.
I showed it to some friends and they thought I had the best list. So.
Oh, all these friends thought he had the best list, and no
Jimmy-
confirmation.
Jimmy and Emily thought I had the best list.
Well, then they should have commented.
And
That's all I'm saying. Okay,
Because
anyway.
nobody voted on the Spotify one. So
Really?
yeah,
That's-
no one
did-
voted on that one.
That's so sad. One of these days.
One of these days. Okay, so anyway, yes, back into sports. So I want to save NBA talk for last because it's. Oh, we also have to pick the draft. I guess I didn't think about that.
I know what I want to start with for
'Cause
topics.
I didn't pick a draft anyway.
We'll get to it. We can
It's
get to it.
MLB and then what else are we talking about? NBA, a little NHL,
NHL playoffs.
and then oh gosh, I don't even know what else there is to talk about right now. Oh, dude, I'm so pumped. By the way, last week we're talking about the Women's World Cup. I don't care. That's coming up this summer. It's ridiculous. It's gonna be fun. I think those are really the only 3 main sports
right,
going on because NFL's done.
Top of the discussion. How about those Rays? 13-0?
They're not gonna stay that way. They've literally played not. Okay, name one majorly hard team they've played.
Oh my God! Of course you're gonna go who they played.
No, who have they played? You know I'm right.
God, it's hard, bro. You realize how rare it is for teams to go on 13-game win streaks.
Yeah, you also realize it's okay, but that's just like saying, oh well, the Patriots went 18-0, but like they actually played some
Swept
hard
the Red
teams.
Sox, swept the A's, swept the Nationals, swept the Tigers.
So you named 4 teams that they are absolutely dog shit.
God, dude, it's hard to win 13 games no matter who you play.
Okay, but I'm
say-
also saying you're also listing the 4
That's
best.
a smooth brain.
I don't like the Rays whatsoever, but yes, I definitely agree. It's very hard. No
It
matter
is
who
hard,
you
but
play
I'm just
to go on a
saying.
13-game win streak.
Hold
it's
on.
very
Everybody's
very hard.
acting like they're out here like kicking
And
the whole league,
but it's
and they're
not
beating
like the
the
Rays
horrible.
chose their schedule or anything. It's not at all like the Rays chose their schedule.
Yeah,
They
that's
just-
Quincy.
It's just the luck of the draw.
The
there,
Rays
you
haven't
know?
played nobody. They just played cupcake competition.
Literally. You wait, name them again. You said the Red
Eddie,
Sox.
it doesn't matter
bottom.
who they've played.
Tigers,
it's hard to,
bottom.
Dude, it's
Like-
hard to win 13 games no matter how you're doing.
I agree, but everybody's acting like they're out here going to kick the rest of the league, and they haven't proven that they can beat top tier teams.
Well, they have a 3-game set against the Jays coming up.
Okay, that'll be their first tough test, and if they can sweep them, all right, cool. But I don't think they will.
You don't think they'll sweep the Blue Jays?
No, I don't. The Blue Jays are actually decent.
I don't know.
this
I never.
As a Yankee fan, I'm scared either way.
year. I mean, I am too, but I'm just saying.
I
like-
would never underestimate a team that's hot. Just do not do it.
But see, when
Because the
they
Rays
get
traded
confident-
away damn near their whole team, and they're still out here winning 13 games in a row. It's crazy. I love the Rays. I love how they can just win with people that most people think are just nobodies. But they're a really good team. On the mound tonight is who the hell is? See, you look and you go, who the hell is this? Drew Rasmussen is on the mound tonight for the Rays. Jose Barrios will get the nod for the Blue Jays. But like Yandy Diaz, Brandon Lau, Randy Rosarino, Wander Franco, Luke Raley, Isaac Pederez, Manuel Margot, Josh Lowe, and Christian Bethencourt. Those are the players that are leading your best team in baseball. So I'm a big Rays guy. They know how to manage their team well, and they're always a tough team to beat. Now, can they get it done come October? They haven't yet. They came real close. They made the World Series and lost in 6 to the Dodgers.
Question: how long have you been a Rays guy?
No, I'm not a Rays fan. I just like the way that they I don't like it when teams just buy their team. and then they just win. I'm not a Rays fan. I just like
And
the
you know
way
what you do?
they run their
You
organization.
incorporate a salary cap like every other sport, so that teams like the Yankees and shit, who are known for having the most market and most money, can't do that. But the MLB thinks that money should just be thrown at people, so that's why teams are able to do it. And then people complain about it.
Because the team with the third lowest payroll is 13-0.
Okay, and they're not going to win a championship.
They might.
No. Every year you say that. Every year somebody says, "Oh, this team's 13-0." When the Rays went to the World Series last time, they were one of the best teams.
That Rays team that went to the World Series was legitimate. That team was good as hell.
And they still lost.
They lost in 6 games to the So what, dude? Just be happy that they're winning. Or
Why would I be happy that I'm winning?
I guess you hate the fucking Rays because you're a Yankees fan or whatever.
No, like I said, I'm a Yankee fan, but I think it is very impressive. Yes,
It's impressive, but it's not
very,
like I'm not going to
to
sit
do
here and be
that.
like, "Hey, I'm so glad they're winning."
No, I'm not gonna say that either.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not
So
glad
you're
that
not
they're
you're not
winning,
happy
but,
that they're winning, but to be like, oh, who they played.
But I
though.
respect.
Okay, but
I respect the effort.
That's the equivalent of like when it's like when a college football team's undefeated, but no one. It's like SEC fans are like, oh well, if they're not playing a top 5 team every week, oh well, who they played?
Oh no, it is.
They played
okay,
nobody.
but that is okay. So you're telling me right now, if Alabama goes undefeated and the hardest person they play all year
and
is
he's
to
gonna bring
nobody,
up
no, but you're saying that they deserve.
No, it's just that's what SEC fans do. SEC
But it
football
makes
fans.
sense.
SEC football fans will see a team from literally any other conference, and it'll be like Oregon. Oregon will beat some decent teams or whatever, and they'll be like 6-0, and they'll be like, well, they haven't played a top 5. They haven't played 3 top 5 teams, so who they played?
I'm telling you right now, if there's a team that is, 15-1, and a team that's 16-0, and the team that's 15-1's only loss comes to a top 10 team, and the other ones they beat were in the top 25, they deserve to be number one.
Well,
it's not how it works.
I'm just saying
it's
the
stupid.
Rays are looking dangerous, and I'm interested to see how long they keep this up.
And that's why I don't
play the
like
Jays
it, because I
tonight?
know that they're looking dangerous.
Three
They're really
game.
good.
They have a 3-game set.
They're on the road
Toronto.
too? Ooh,
At
no.
Toronto.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough.
They're-
I
they'll
don't
lose
think they
tonight.
will sweep. I think Toronto will get one of these games, but I mean, you never know. Brandon Lau hitting
They're
.333.
going to Vladdy's house, man.
Rosarena's playing really well. I love him. He's a great player. Other than the Rays, everyone else is just pretty tightly packed. The Rays are the only team that, they got a 5-game lead already in the division. Other than that, every team's pretty tightly packed. The A's are horrible. They're 3-10. Everyone saw that coming. They are just god awful.
Can we talk about the fact that the Phillies look like absolute ass cheeks?
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
We talked about this last
Yeah,
time.
we did.
It's been
But they're
like
gotten even worse.
It's one of the bigger shocks.
The thing
for
is,
me
though,
this
is
season
they'll
is how
turn-
bad the Phillies.
Because we
have
talked
been.
last time, and I'm pretty sure they were 2-4. Now they're 4-9. Dog.
Yeah.
They're horrible.
It's rough.
They will turn it around come the All-Star break.
Okay, but
From what I remember, they weren't off to a scorching hot start or anything last season, were they?
No,
Yeah.
but I think they were off better. I think they were at
Ultimately,
500 by All-Star break.
Ultimately, the team that wins, that goes far in the playoffs, is just whoever's the hottest going into the playoffs. Like when the Nationals won the World Series, they were like 19-35 at one point in this season,
Yeah.
and then they ended the season
Yeah, I
going
think they
like
were,
80-30 or something.
I think at one point they were considered like one of the worst ranked teams to win the World Series or something like that.
Last year?
Like,
I think at the very
no,
beginning.
No, the Nationals when
The
they
year
won the
in
title.
2019,
They were actually so good,
The
though.
Twins
Well,
look good.
They were
9-4.
good, obviously, because they won the series and all that. But I could be making that up. But I swear I thought I heard somebody say like
The Brewers are
something
looking
along
good.
that line. Said like after they won, they became like one of the teams with the worst regular season records to win the World Series. I could be wrong on that though.
The White Sox are dog shit. I think it's so funny they traded so much and they tried to get so much and they suck.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are currently leading the NL
West.
West. That's just some food for thought. The Padres are kind of. 7-7 is like decent, but you're not going to win a World Series going 500, and that's the expectation for the Padres. And I don't think they're good enough. Everyone's been on the Padres.
Again,
and
just
how-
the weirdest thing. Yeah, they're supposed to.
I
have
mean,
this
they're also
superstar
missing.
team,
They're also missing Tatis,
but yeah,
who's
Tatis
playing
is
in the
coming
AAA.
back. I think he's got.
I think he comes 2 weeks. Yeah, and
2 weeks.
he just nailed a 3. He had 3 homers in the game in the AAA game. It's crazy. Yeah, no, that was bizarre. But no, I'll give you this. The Twins are actually a lot better than I thought they would be this year. But
they're a good team.
The Sox, dude, they're so bad. Like, how do you trade?
And they'll always be bad. They're just the
literally,
White Sox.
I mean, what was that? 2 years ago now, they just traded out the ass for everybody and tried to pick up Lance Lynn. They tried to get Hendricks. They got all these people, and they suck.
My Cubs look decent, 6-5. I will take a winning record at this point. I mean, they haven't looked bad. I went to the game on the 8th. They won 10-3. They looked really good. Dansby Swanson's been killing the ball. I'm glad what I see out of him. And other than that, I mean, they look pretty solid. They took 2 out of 3 from.
But look at that.
They took 2 out of 3. They started kind of slow, but then they took 2 out of 3 from the Rangers, so they took 2 out of 3 from the.
I said
the
this
Rangers
last year.
Rangers.
The Rangers need a pitcher to be decent, and look at that. They got DeGrom, and now they're above 500 right now. So, told you that's all they needed.
The Rangers aren't looking too bad.
They're above the Astros, dude. I always love to see it when they go under 500. It makes my day. There's one team I hate more than any team in my division. It's the freaking Astros. God, I hate the Astros.
I know a kid from Texas who
I know
goes
multiple, and they're Astro fans. And
It's crazy how
I ask them how it feels to have a fake title, and they always are like, "What? What are you talking about?" I'm
It's
like,
crazy how fast the Astros went from being like America's team to
just like the
becoming
Cowboys.
the
Oh,
most
yeah.
hated team.
It's like
in
the
baseball.
Cowboys. They're America's
Like,
team, but we all hate them in some way or another for the most part.
No, but no one had a problem with the Astros until they got caught for cheating.
No, yeah, that's the thing. No
But the
one
funny
had a
thing
problem
is
with them.
they
Everybody was
technically
happy
didn't,
for
but-
them when they won the series, but then it was like, oh yeah, they cheated. It's like, oh, well, fuck you guys.
They just lost. What's it called? I have a friend who's from Texas, and he's an Astros fan, and he's like, oh my God, we're losing to the fucking Tigers.
Yeah, no,
Jesus.
it's crazy. All right, so
Sorry, real quick.
what other games do we have today? Not much. What's up?
Sorry, one more thing. Yeah, just about baseball, but yeah, Yankees with a very rough outing last
Dude,
night.
that was brutal.
The
I saw
Minnesota
the play.
Twins with 9 runs in the first inning. At one
Yeah,
point, they
that
went
was,
back to back to back
was
home
bad.
runs. It
No,
was
we got destroyed.
bad.
No, yeah, that was the worst. And the funny thing is, like, this time last year, if we lost to the Twins, I was like, all right, call it the season. But like, they're actually decent this year. This is the one team I would say is decent. But no, they're just slow. I mean, it's like this year so far, everything's been reversed. The Twins are good. The Rays last year kind of fell off at the end. I think they were 4th in the division last year, right?
The
'cause
Rays?
The Jays were behind us.
No, I think it was Red Sox were last, Orioles were second to last, Rays were third, Blue Jays second, I think.
Oh, I thought Orioles topped them. Did they not? Okay. Cool.
Nah, unfortunately, because I really liked watching the Orioles last year. Actually.
Final line for Yankee starter Johnny Brito. Two-thirds innings, 6 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned,
And
1
the thing
walk.
that sucks is that every Yankee fan was hyping him up because he had such a great first start, and everyone was so excited to watch him pitch because I think he got sent down, but then he got pulled back up and everything from AAA. And everyone was so excited to watch him pitch. And then, yeah, like you said, 2/3 inning, not even a full inning's worth of pitching.
And
It was
Volpe's hitting 158. I don't know. Maybe he'll turn it around.
I don't want to like immediately come to his defense or anything, because if Aaron Hicks or IKF were doing this exact same thing, Yankee fans would be absolutely livid that they are still even on the team, So I'm not going to come to his defense or anything. He's got to get better.
No,
he's
I
got to
100%.
get better. But I will say, he's a rookie, still the beginning of the season, finding his
exactly
footing.
what I'm saying. Yeah. So I mean, like, I'm not too mad.
Next topic. We got to talk about IU and the transfer portal. Did you and Jimmy talk about that?
It happened after.
Yeah.
I mean,
My boy Kel L. Ware's coming. I'm pretty excited about that.
I mean, yeah, he's a freshman. He's a good freshman. I mean, he'll add. To
And
the
he's just
team.
gonna talk about how they're still gonna be bad because he doesn't.
No,
know
he's not going to be
basketball.
bad. But I mean, I'm just like, I'm more excited for the recruits we're going to be getting this year or next year, and than anything. I mean, this guy's going to be a good piece, but we have Malik, so it's going to be weird to have 2 big guys. They're going to have one come off the bench.
It'll
Who
be
they going
weird
to
to
pick?
have 2. No, have Malik play power forward and have Kel L. play center.
I'm telling you right now, Malik is not going to be able to play that position. He always played
He's
center. when he
listed
came
as
in.
a power forward.
He played center the entire year.
He's listed as a power forward, and ultimately it doesn't really matter.
I just don't know if Woodson will do that. I feel like Woodson will just rather have them both play center and one.
Okay,
off the bench.
then who's playing power forward?
Who knows?
Malik. That's who's playing power forward.
Dude, Malik is not going to be able to fill the role.
Yeah, he literally played power forward last year.
He legit was playing the center most of the time, dog. So what was Trace playing when Malik was in?
IU didn't even have a center. The only
Trace played center for them.
Everyone
and
on their
Race.
roster was listed as a forward. They didn't even have like a center.
Correct.
Like, Trace was basically the center.
He played power when Malik was in.
He was basically the center. Malik is gonna play. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
What other?
Peyton Sparks is gonna come off the bench. That's gonna be nice. He's a good player out of Ball State, and they're looking at some other guys. I'm in an IU page group chat, and they know a lot more about this stuff than I do. So I'm going to consult them real quick and see what they've been saying. They're constantly in the boards. There's this guy, Chris Ledlum. He's a transfer. He's a small forward, power forward type. Probably put him because right now IU doesn't really have a 3. Right now their starting lineup would be Xavier Johnson at the 1, Galloway at the 2, the 3. Who the fuck knows? And then put Malik at the 4 and Kel Elware at the 5. I saw an interesting comparison. I think it was Barstool said that Kel Elware is if TJD and Jalen Hood-Schifino had a baby, which I think is an accurate description. He's a great player. He can run. He can shoot at 7 foot. He's a bit of a project, but I mean, I think he's gonna be terrific. But they're looking at Chris Ledlum out of Harvard. He averaged like 20 points a game for Harvard. He's a really good player. I think if we get him, he'll fit in nicely. I think he is visiting somewhere else. And then there's this guy from...
Pretty sure he was visiting Wisconsin, wasn't he?
Maybe, I don't know. There's a guy from Northern Colorado. His last name was like Kench or something. It's weird. I don't know how to pronounce it. Basically, he's a better Miller Kopp from what I've seen. He was second or third in the NCAA in 3-point percentage, and he's just a really good shooter. That's all he does. He can just shoot threes really well, and he plays good defense. He's just Miller Kopp. So I would be interesting to see if they're going to get him. Another thing that is interesting that I kind of want to talk about. So Purdue has a 5-star recruit for 2024 from Brownsburg, Indiana. Cannon Catchings is a 5-star. Everyone's been talking about him.
He's good.
And the reason everyone is talking about him is because he committed to Purdue, and recently he took Purdue commit out of his bio and got rid of his commitment post and unarchived a post from when he visited IU. And apparently, from what I've been hearing on the message boards, is that Purdue is panicking that this guy's going to leave and come to IU. They're tweaking that he's going to come.
Basketball has no future.
They're
exactly.
freaking out that this guy's going to leave. And apparently they have a Zoom meeting with him today. So I feel like after today, he's either going to be like, all right, fine, I guess I'll come to Purdue, or bye-bye, you can't even be at a 16 seed, I'm leaving. And I think if he left, IU would be the favorite to get him for 2024. So I don't know. Some food for thought. I would be pretty worried if I was a Purdue fan. Also, 5-star Memphis commit Mikey Williams now has 5 counts of assault with a deadly weapon on his record.
That was interesting.
So his career is over if he gets convicted. So that's not good. I don't know.
It's a bunch of stupidity. That's what the league
I've never
has turned
been a big
into.
Mikey Williams fan. I would see his highlights and I'm like, this cocky asshole. I was never really a fan of his. Yeah, I don't know. Also, it sounds like Bronny James is gonna go to USC from what I'm hearing,
which nobody's surprised about. I told you he would either go to USC or he would go to Ohio State, and I said he doesn't want to go there.
I said UCLA was where I thought he would go. Because I thought maybe Amari Bailey would stay for another year, but Amari Bailey declared for the draft. I'm like, oh, maybe you can meet up with him. That's who I thought. It's okay, guys. We got Gabe Cup, so we'll be fine. No, IU will be good next year. I think, and this is just some food for thought. I think IU could be better next year than they were this past year. I think there's a chance that happens.
Possibly, but. It's going to depend on whether or not Woodson wants to switch to the guard rotation, like he wants to run, or he's going to try to.
Well, the guard rotation will be X, Galloway, Cups.
Correct.
And who else?
There's rumors that J. Hood may possibly consider coming back, depending on how good his draft stock does in the next couple of weeks.
Well, yeah, so Jalen Hood-Schifino declared for the draft, but also Trace Jackson-Davis declared for the draft last year and came back.
Well, he also gave a reason why he came back, but
I don't think Jalen's gonna.
It will depend on where his draft stock lands because as of right now,
Trace's reasoning for coming back last year was because he realized he probably wasn't going to get drafted.
well, he also missed the whole entire draft combine because he had COVID.
Like that's the reason.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like, J Hood may not, but
just that's just wishful thinking. He's not coming back.
I don't know. Right
Trace
now,
has another year of eligibility, doesn't he?
no.
Yeah, he does.
Who, Trace?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right because they didn't count 2020.
I was gonna say I think he technically still has another
Yeah,
year of eligibility.
that's why Grace was able to play this year.
The 8th year senior.
By the way, shout out to Grace Berger, man. She's an
she got
Indiana
drafted.
Fever.
Yeah.
I actually was so close.
Overall,
Yes, it was it 7th or it was 6th? I always forget.
6th or 7th. Yeah, but going into the Indiana Fever.
Thank God too. Couldn't ask for a better location because like I feel like she'll probably come to games too. So she'll be here next year.
My roommate was showing me a bunch of their jerseys that they've got, and they've already got jerseys for Berger. Like,
oh yeah,
for
you can
sale.
pre-order them. Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, for pre-sale, and like, yeah, he's going out to Las Vegas for the summer, and the Fever are going out to Vegas while he's out there. He's like, I will undoubtedly be at that game.
Oh yeah, no, I actually really want to go to a Fever game just because yeah, the second she was drafted, Mackenzie Home put a post and said easiest season ticket purchased ever, but. Yeah, no, I'm actually really pumped. I'm glad she got drafted so high. She was actually projected to go number 9, so I'm glad she went even sooner. Drafted 7th overall, but yeah, shout out to her. She deserves everything and more. I mean, she's definitely older. I want to say she's what, 24? Because she was a graduate student and she also made an extra year eligibility.
Here, let me look it up.
So I was literally about to say, I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's
23.
23, okay. She'll be 24 here in like a month and a half.
Yeah.
But yeah, so shout out to her. I'm glad about that. I am so pumped though that at least half of or most of our team is coming back.
Yeah,
Mackenzie
IU will
Holmes
be
gets
good
an
next
extra.
year. They'll probably be better this next year than they are this past year.
Correct, because Mackenzie Holmes technically I think has 2 more years of eligibility, but I think she'll go after this year.
Because like you gotta think about it this way. Okay, they don't have Grace Berger, but everyone else on the team is gonna be better.
Yeah, everyone else is coming back. And,
Well, I hope everybody on the team will be better. That's the hope because I mean
I think they're gonna be angry.
they're gonna be angry.
Angry this
But
year.
they're
Like,
also
they were projected to win it all, man.
They were projected, yeah. It was bizarre because I will say I have a feeling that because I mean we saw it this year a lot when we were down. Who was the clutch for us? It was always Grace. It was always her.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Sydney, Yarden, all of them they could hit shots, but I mean we saw it during the Miami game. God, dude, still salty. But they could hit shots when they needed to, but it was still, like they didn't have that same effect. So I don't know who they're gonna start next. I mean, Sarah will probably replace in the starting 5.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm glad she's coming back. By the way, she just said that like
Definitely.
yesterday.
She's
so,
my favorite player.
But yeah, so I also heard that we are apparently supposed to be getting like big recruits in the next 2 years because of the season,
Doesn't shock me.
which I'm pumped.
Doesn't shock me.
Well, yeah.
And also, I'm also like wondering if they're all going to leave after this year though, because technically Sydney also has an extra year of eligibility. So does Chloe, and so does
It'd be cool if we
Sarah.
won next year and they all decided to come back to try and make it a back-to-back victory.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I would also feel bad for Grace though. I mean, she literally
Yeah,
put
that
in
would be-
5 years and
That
like
would be rough.
she
if
missed
after all
it.
those years,
Yeah.
Indiana finally won
Yeah,
a natty.
exactly. But yeah, so that was a big deal. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, you can go ahead and talk about your Maple Leafs if you want.
Okay.
While I think of the
so
draft.
let's talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs. So the NHL playoffs. Sorry, that was loud.
That
the
was loud.
The NHL playoffs are about to start. Pretty much there's no tight race to get the last wild card spot. All the spots are decided. The only thing that's up for grabs is who's going to get the 1 seed out of the Central Division, because Dallas and Colorado are currently separated by 1 point. With they both have 1 game left. The Avalanche play the Predators tonight at 8, and the Stars play. Oh, the Stars don't have any games left. So if Colorado wins tonight, they get the 1 seed. If they lose in overtime, they would get 1 point. They'd have the same amount of points. I don't know how they would do that, but if they win, they get the 1 seed. If they lose, Dallas gets the 1 seed. But other than that, all the playoff matchups are decided. So. Who did well this season in the NHL? Well, the Boston Bruins set the NHL win record.
God, I hate 'em.
with 65. I fucking hate the Boston Bruins with every ounce of my body. I cannot stand them. But
why is it always the teams that every New York fan hates that always says good? Think about it. Every sport. We hate the Patriots. They always somehow find some bullshit way to win.
It's because the Bruins always beat. Okay, anyway. But, I mean, the Bruins, I guess, would be the favorite to win it all. But the president – here's the thing about hockey.
I think they're going to choke.
The regular season as long as you get one of those spots in the playoffs, the regular season doesn't mean a damn thing come playoff time. Doesn't mean a damn thing. Any team can win it in the NHL playoffs. Regular season, oh, you won the President's Trophy? Pfft, gives a shit. Literally any team can win it all. But let's look at us. So my Maple Leafs are the second seed in the Atlantic, finishing with 111 points, 50 wins, 21 losses, 11 OT losses or whatever. Now the Leafs. Here's the thing, okay. The Leafs have made the playoffs the last 7 years. That is tied with Boston for the most years in a row in the playoffs, and they've lost in the first round all 7 years. All 7 years they've lost in the first round. They haven't won a
Let's make it 8.
They haven't won a first round playoff series since 2004, and they haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1960.
You're making me feel old.
They haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967, and they're the biggest joke in the NHL. But they're a terrific team. They've been a terrific team these past 7 years. I mean, Austin Matthews, Tavares, David Kampf had a really good year. Kerfoot's still there. They picked up Ryan O'Reilly midseason from the Blues. And normally in the first kind of few years their defense was bad. Their defense has been doing better. Timothy Liljegren, who was their top prospect, has come up. He's been playing well. Jake Muzzin, Morgan Riley are still doing their thing. The only thing that really maybe could hinder the Leafs is the goaltending. Because Matt Murray was their starting goaltender for the longest time, and he got hurt on like a play. A guy came in, his legs got taken out, and it sounds, I think he's going to be out for the whole playoffs. And it's going to be it's going to be basically goalie by committee for the Leafs, which frightens me. I mean, Ilya Samsonov is the backup, and he's done all right this year. He's 20. His save percentage is .919, which is pretty good. Joseph Woll was one of their best goalie prospects. He has a .932 this year in 7 games. So I don't know. Those guys are gonna have to pick up the slack. They're not terrible goaltenders. I think they'll be fine. But losing Matt Murray, a guy with that playoff experience, I mean, he has a Stanley Cup. That's gonna hurt, I feel like. But I think Samsonov and Woll can hopefully get the job done. They're playing a Tampa Bay team who is limping into the playoffs. I mean, I don't know how good Tampa's going to be. I was talking to my friends who watch more hockey than I do, and I was like, oh, we got to play Tampa again. They beat us last year. They're always a good team. He's like, y'all better beat Tampa. They're limping right now. Basically, Tampa started the year off really, really hot, and they've just fizzed. They've been like terrible.
Right, but they're also still one of the hottest teams in the playoffs.
But they're also still the Tampa Bay Lightning, and you can't count out the Tampa Bay Lightning.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I mean,
so
no matter how injured they are, they're still the Tampa Bay Lightning. So it's like,
not even
in every sport. There's always those 2 or 3 teams that no matter how bad they are during the season.
Here's the thing. I know Tampa Bay is gonna show up come playoff time. I know they're going to, and I know this is going to be a nerve-wracking 7 games for me. In my bracket, I'm not picking the Leafs. I'm not picking the Leafs because in the last 7 years. If you want to take a trip down memory lane, here's what it was. Austin Matthews was the prodigal son. He was the best prospect the Leafs haven't had they drafted him in 2016. The Leafs hadn't had a number 1 pick since like the 80s. So he's the most hyped Leafs prospect there ever was. And they had a bunch of other really young guys. In his rookie year, they made the playoffs as like the last wild card team, and they took the Capitals to 6 games, but they lost. But it was like, okay, they're a real young team. And then the next year they played Boston, and they were down 3-1. Okay, still a real young team. And then they came back, forced a Game 7, had the lead, and lost. Third year, it was, okay, this team's really starting to turn it around. These young guys are starting to come into their own. And they had a 3-2 lead on the Bruins, lost in 7. And then I think the COVID year hit, and they were playing horribly in the COVID year. They fired Mike Babcock, who was the coach at the time, and promoted their minor league coach Sheldon Keefe, who's the coach to this day. And they blew a COVID series to the Blue Jackets. And then they came out the kind of other COVID year that was also shortened. They were the best team in the All-Canadian division. They played the Montreal Canadiens, who had a losing record, but made the playoffs. And they blew a 3-1 lead, losing 2 games in overtime. And then last year they played the Lightning, and they lost in 7 games because they lost Game 6 in overtime. I'm sick of it. I need to see them win a playoff series. I hate watching them lose every single year, but I have no faith that they're ever going to win a playoff series until they do so. So I'm going to pick the Lightning in this series just because they're playing the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't know. I just really want to see them do well. I don't want to see this team just never do anything. And I know people are like, oh, well, Michael Jordan got his ass beat by the bad boy Pistons before he won up. This is 7 years, dude. Austin Matthews is like in his prime. The time to win is now. Just win, dude.
This is like when the Pistons were getting pounded before they finally won back-to-back titles, because they were in the playoffs every year and always getting pounded by the Lakers or the Celtics or somebody like that.
The thing is in every single series, they lost in Game 7. They're like 0-8 in their last 8 Game 7s.
That sounds like a skill issue. Just saying.
No, we're the Toronto Maple Leafs issue, but I'm hoping they can turn it around. Other than that, the Carolina Hurricanes beat the New Jersey Devils out. They won the
Screw
Metro.
New Jersey.
My friend's a big Carolina Hurricanes fan. The Rangers and Islanders also made the playoffs out of there. So Carolina will be playing the Islanders. The Islanders, I definitely think Carolina wins that series. And then Rangers Devils in the first round. Ooh. Yeah. That's going to be a really good series. I don't know how I'm taking to win that one.
100% the Rangers, dude. Harry Kane is a GOAT.
I don't know.
Harry Kane is the GOAT.
Y'all picked up Patrick Kane.
Or Patrick Kane. I'm thinking soccer still, dog.
Yeah.
Because you know what? He's great, too.
Harry Kane just missed a penalty kick against France. That's all he's known for.
Okay.
Trocheck's a bad Jad. I don't know. I feel like the Rangers, I don't know. The Devils are still really good. The Devils had that really long win streak. The Devils had like a 13-game, like a Rays-esque type winning streak earlier, and the Leafs actually beat them on the road, and the fans were throwing shit on the ice. That's going to be a hell of a series. I think the Rangers are overall the better team, though. I think the Rangers will win. And then
I just really hope the Rangers win, just so Patrick Kane can rub it in every Blackhawks fan's face.
The Seattle Kraken will be making their first playoff appearance in year number 2. They will play Vegas in the first round. That could be a rivalry brewing, Seattle and Vegas. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Seattle's just a very well-rounded team. They're kind of like the Rays. They don't have a lot of star power, but everyone is a decent player and they play together really well. I think there's a chance they beat the Golden Knights just because of that home crowd advantage for Seattle. I feel like they're going to be rocking for their first ever playoff series. And then the other playoff matchup out of the Pacific Division is Edmonton and Los Angeles. That'll be interesting. Edmonton, they made it all the way to the conference finals last year and got swept by the Avalanche. So I know they'll be out for revenge. I know people want to see McDavid win a cup since he's undoubtedly the best player right now. If I had to, okay, so I'm gonna make an official bracket. Obviously, we still need to see who wins the Central before we need to see who wins the Central. I don't know. I definitely think Dallas. I don't know. They're an interesting team. I think they've definitely way overperformed this year. Jamie Benn has been there for what seems like a million years. I feel like. But Tyler Seguin and Jamie Benn have led that team for like a decade now. But they're still really good, and I know they're going to come out with some determination. I don't know. The Avalanche are the better team, though. I mean, they're the defending Cup champions. I don't know how they're going to deal with that. Winnipeg and Minnesota. I don't know. Minnesota was like a really young team, and they almost beat Vegas, and now they're coming back. They've got a really good team. Kirill Kaprizov's a dog, dude. That guy's amazing. I don't know. It's wide open, man. I really don't know. Do you have any picks for the Stanley Cup?
I don't really watch hockey. I watch it more than baseball, but all I know is that I hope the Rangers win. Hope the Bruins lose first round.
The Rangers are really good.
I hope the Bruins lose first round. I hope that I really like to see the underdogs go in hockey just because I think it's hilarious. But I honestly, as long as New Jersey and the Bruins lose, I don't give a crap who wins.
Okay, I don't know. I need to see the Leafs win a first round. Here's the thing.
I also just love our team. Our team is so good, so I really hope the Rangers win.
The pressure for the Leafs to win this first round series is so immense because they play in the biggest hockey town in the entire world, Toronto. And they've been doing this for so long to where if they get through that first round series, I think they beat Boston because Boston's going to beat the shit out of the Florida Panthers. That's not even a question. But the pressure's so massive on the Leafs to win this first round.
I'm gonna laugh when they lose.
If
that'd be cool.
if this is the year they finally win a first round series, I think they can beat Boston. The sky's the limit in potential for this Maple Leafs team. But they just gotta win a damn playoff series. They just gotta convert. They just have to. I don't know. I really hope. I'm going to be watching very nervously. Monday, April 17th is when the NHL playoffs start. Make sure y'all tune in. The first game is hold on. These are I was looking at the schedule. I was like, Sabres, Blue Jackets, both those teams are horrifically bad. The Blue Jackets finished with 59 points. My goodness. But Monday, we got Kings, Oilers, Panthers, Bruins, Islanders, Hurricanes, and then Stars versus to be determined. And then Tuesday is Leafs Lightning from not the Air Canada Center, Scotiabank Arena. They renamed it. But if I had to pick a matchup for the Stanley Cup, I don't think Boston comes out of the East. I think everyone thinks Boston's going to come out of the East. I just don't. I don't know. I mean, okay. You had a great regular season. A lot of teams that have these terrific regular seasons just don't perform. I have a really bad feeling Tampa's just going to come out of the East. I don't know. I mean, they've been looking so bad throughout the back half of this season, but they got that experience. I think it's going to be one of these three teams that comes out of the – because I don't think the Leafs are going to win. I'm just going to say that. I mean, it doesn't – I'm just going to say the Leafs are going to lose because if I say the Leafs are going to lose, then they're going to win. So, yeah, Leafs are losing like they always do. And then I think it's going to be either Tampa, Carolina, or the Rangers. Those, I think, are the three best teams in the East. Out of the West, I think it's either going to be Colorado. I don't know. I feel like this Central Division race, Dallas, Colorado, Minnesota, it's hard to differentiate between those three teams. And then in the Pacific, I think it's either Vegas or Edmonton. I don't know. The Kings are good too. I'm going to say, I don't know. I'll have to make an actual bracket, but I think it should be like Tampa, Colorado again. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll have to look deeper. I'm not going to make a pick now. We'll have to see.
All right. We'll wrap it up. So I have decided that in honor of it being warm outside, that we're not doing the draft. We are. I'm just saying it right now so that everybody can start preparing in their head because I forgot to pick before I got here. In honor of warm weather and tasty sweet treats, we're doing best ice cream flavors. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Jackson, you get first. Quincy, you're middle. I'm last. All right. All right, NBA time. Oh, my Lord. So much to go. First off, John Morant, you are still the dumbest motherfucker on this planet. He is now trying to sue the kid that he beat the shit out of for saying derogatory terms and also assaulting him and also suing him for assault and battery, I'm pretty sure, which is what he is claiming led to his violence. So now he's countersuing this kid who sued him to begin with.
He doesn't really have another option, though.
Okay, but he does. He's at fault. So he's countersuing, spending money and wasting everybody's time for no reason. Like,
he's not wasting my time. I don't care.
He's wasting that kid's time who literally got the shit beat out of him.
I mean, if this kid's provoking him, I don't know.
No, there's no reason for that. It doesn't matter. There's really no reason for what he did. Anyway, the two play-in tournament games are tonight. The final two. As you guys remember, the Lakers knocked off the Timberwolves after the Timberwolves had a 1 point lead of 14 points. Karl Anthony Towns ended up going out with, he had 5 fouls by the start of the fourth quarter. They obviously suspended Rudy Gobert because Rudy Gobert decided that he wanted to take a book out of Draymond and Jordan Poole, which is ironic. And by the way, this is why everybody says they hate Draymond, but this is why I love Draymond, because after Jordan Poole and Draymond Green got in a fight, what was the tweet he put out? Rudy Gobert put out a tweet that said, sometimes this brings out the fight in you, and Draymond was not happy with it. So when Rudy Gobert punched him, Draymond Green retweeted the exact same thing, and Rudy Gobert was not happy about it. So, you know, Draymond's not, he's a funny dude. We all love Draymond. But it's definitely going to be an interesting play-in tournament. For the first time ever in NBA history, we not only had one 10th seed win, but we also had both 10th seed win.
Go Bulls, baby.
The
Go Bulls.
Are
We're winning
going
it
to
all. We're
lose
winning it
tonight.
all.
You guys are going to lose tonight. Speaking of which, the OK City
I'll beat
Thunder.
Miami.
We got to love the Oklahoma City Thunder here. I've actually liked them ever since the two a-holes left that team. But
What, Durant and Westbrook?
Durant and Westbrook, really just Westbrook. I hate Westbrook. Oh my god,
You would.
Oh my
You
god, I
would
hate
hate
him.
Russell
He's
Westbrook.
so annoying. He's
Typical.
legitimately the. You want to talk about an asshole in the league? That he's an asshole. He thinks he's the best and then gets shit on and then acts like he didn't get shit on.
Kind of.
So
He had like one of the best seasons of all time though when Durant left, and then he just was getting a triple-double every game.
correct.
And that was pretty.
but
That was pretty
in-
spectacular.
It was, but I mean, you can have a spectacular season, but they didn't even make the playoffs because they're not a good team.
Not because of Russell Westbrook. He did everything he could.
I know,
it doesn't
but it's a
matter.
team game.
Let's talk about
Anyway, the
this
play-in
season.
tournament game. Oklahoma City is playing the Timberwolves tonight. They are the first game or the second game. I don't even remember anymore.
the Bulls
Let me look.
play at 7. The Thunder and Timberwolves
So
play at 9:30.
the Bulls play first against the Heat. Heat 44-38. The Bulls 40-42. They are the only team under 500 that is in the play. Oh no, sorry, the Thunder were 40-42 too. So both these teams, if I'm being honest with you, since Rudy Gobert is going to be back, I honestly think the Timberwolves do etch out a win here. Would I love to see SGA win? Yes, I love that man. He is one of my favorite all-time players. He has just like come out and sprung in the league and tried to take this Thunder team back from falling exponentially after they lost Durant and Westbrook. But yeah, I want to see OKC win, but I think the Timberwolves will win just because Rudy Gobert's back. Anderson's been playing really good. You know, we've been seeing, though Anthony Edwards did have an issue with his elbow against the Lakers, as we saw. He ended up going 1 for 16 from the field. It was really bad. He was just in constant pain. And you know, we didn't see a lot of communication going on. Cat wasn't looking good. So hopefully they can get back in that. The Bulls and Heat game.
Bulls by a million.
Bulls are going to lose this only because they're on the road.
Bulls by a million.
The Heat are just a better team. They struggled near the end of the season, but I mean they're 44-38. They had a good season. They had a couple
They're
injuries.
the 7th seed, right?
What? No, the Hawks beat them, so they're the 7th seed. Whoever wins this is the 8th seed.
But they were like originally. They were the 7th. They were like originally
Technically,
the
yeah.
7th seed.
At least I think. No, I think they were originally the 8th seed, right?
I don't.
No, they were originally the 8th seed.
Doesn't matter. Bulls are gonna.
So
win.
anyway, the Heat should take this one easy. If they don't, I'll be surprised. But
the Bulls will beat him and then beat the Bucks.
yeah, no. Everybody knows that you're literally mentally challenged for that. The Bucks are gonna sweep them 4-0, no matter who comes out. The Heat or the Bulls. They're not great teams, but I think the Heat are just a little bit better. Jimmy Butler has been playing really good. Obviously. Kyle Lowry is just he's done. He needs to retire. He's kind of hit that peak. You know, he's not gonna get better. You know, there are very few point guards that I think are going to be able to continue to play as they get older. Steph, probably Ja will get there. Mike Conley is still going. He's been playing really well. Speaking of the Timberwolves, but I just think Kyle Lowry has not had that success. I'm afraid that Russell Westbrook, he's going to be able to play a couple more years. I don't know how much longer, but we'll kind of see as that goes along. So for me, I actually already have my whole bracket drawn out right here. For me, I'm taking the Thunder. I put them both here just because I don't know who wins yet. So either way, it doesn't matter. But I think the Thunder will beat the Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves will win, but I want OKC to win. I also think the Heat will beat the Bulls. After that, though, Denver against either OKC or the Timberwolves, it doesn't matter. This will be an interesting game. I think that the Timberwolves win. I think Rudy Gobert and Jokic will be a cool matchup to see with Cat kind of helping. But I just think that Jokic is just ridiculous. As stupid as it is, he's probably going to win his 3rd straight MVP. I don't think he deserves it. I don't think either him or Embiid. Honestly, I think Giannis is just ridiculous. He gets literally cheated every year. And Giannis has even come out and talked about it. He goes, I have nothing to say on the award. He goes, I think I should have won it. If you don't want to give it to me, that sucks. He goes, I'm still going to play better than anybody else out here. And, I mean, he's called the Greek Freak for a reason because, he's ridiculous. But I'm taking the Nuggets over whoever comes out of that. Now, this game has been hyped since the seeds have practically been set. We've got the Suns and the Clippers. KD versus Russ. Now, Russ has already come out and said there's no beef. We're done with that. We had that.
Bullshit.
I disagree with that as well. I think that KD is still pissed because KD was getting screamed at. Russell was like, you traitor, blah, blah, blah. And then KD went and won 2 championships, and Russell even got even more mad. And I think that, there's still beef between the two of them. I think KD's still, kind of pissed off that Russell was, bitching at him and everything else. So I think there's definitely still beef. I don't care what anybody says. But I think the Suns win this pretty easy. Honestly, I'm thinking the Suns win this in
Here,
6.
you go through your whole bracket, then I'll go through mine.
I honestly think they win theirs in 6. It's pretty easy thought for me. I think the Clippers, Paul George has been struggling a little bit. They're still going through a couple injuries. I think the Suns just have a better all-around team. Though neither team has depth, I will say that.
I got to look at some of these rosters to remember who people have. I forgot the Clippers have Charlotte Hornets $90 million contract receiver Nick Batum.
He's not that good.
No, I just because everyone, I think that was statistically the worst NBA contract in the history of history. It was the Charlotte Hornets gave $90 million to Nick Batum.
That doesn't surprise me.
Something like that.
The next game, this is actually such a good game. Now, it's the Grizzlies against the Lakers, number 2 against number 7. Who do I hope wins? I hope the Grizzlies win just because I think that's going to be the easier way for the Warriors to win.
I'd rather play
the Grizzlies than the Lakers. Yeah, because I think that D'Angelo Russell will be back. We're going to see Mo Bamba. We're going to see LeBron. We're going to see AD. We're going to see all these players come back for the Lakers in time for the playoffs. I think most of those people are missing the first 2 games, so it will be against the Grizzlies. And bringing those people back will just be a tougher road. I mean, I still think the Warriors could beat them, but it's just not. It's going to be harder. So I'm going to say the Grizzlies win this in 7. I think that it is going to come to a game 7, but I think that the Grizzlies will win. The Grizzlies, as much as I hate them, are a decent team. Now, Dylan Brooks, you can shut the hell up because until you have a ring, I don't want to hear anything out of your mouth.
What was he talking about again?
Oh, he keeps telling Draymond that they're rivals and that Draymond sucks, and literally Draymond just goes like this every time, and Clay goes like this every time.
I don't know.
Because you know why? Dylan Brooks thinks that he's better than the Warriors, and every year they get shit on by the Warriors.
This is an interesting new kind of rivalry.
It's not a rivalry.
The Grizzlies and the... Oh, yeah.
It's not. Literally everybody says it's not. Even the Warriors say there is no rivalry here.
They don't like each other. It is a rivalry.
So that's how you describe a rivalry. So every team that they kind of dislike each other because they're
this isn't
playing
like
against
a
each other.
kind of dislike.
It is
Eddie. This is a new forming rivalry. I don't know. You could get on your high horse about we don't care about them.
Dog, it's 2 players that fight. No other players are fighting. Mm-hmm. It's Dylan Brooks and Draymond. That's a rivalry, sure, but the teams, no. Even Steph is going until they can beat us consistently and can make us consistently put up a challenge.
I don't know.
There's no rivalry.
Last year it was a pretty good series. What they won Warriors won in 6?
I think we won in 5. Pretty sure we won in 5.
There was one game.
Or no, we won in 6 because
there was
Clay
one
went
game
out.
the Grizzlies beat them by 50 or something.
That was the game when Steph was injured for the season, Clay was out, and so was Draymond. And it was we got we got the very first or second overall pick when we got Wiseman.
No, I'm talking about last year's playoff series.
I don't think they.
There was a game where Memphis beat the hell out of them.
But either way, the Grizzlies are an easier team to beat. They're good, but they're not a playoff team. They choke every year in the playoffs.
I don't think the Lakers are that great.
They are with their full team, but with their injured team, you're 100% right. They're not that good. But I'm taking the Grizzlies here. Hope they do. The Kings and the Warriors. Honestly, the Warriors win this in 6. The Kings haven't been to the playoffs since 2006. They don't understand the hype. They're also playing. You can argue this with me all you want. This is the hottest team to ever play in the playoffs in the past 10 years. I'm sorry. It's facts. Golden State has literally had one of the best playoff records since, I want to say, since they won in the championship series, I want to say they've lost a total of maybe 15 playoff games in the span of almost 10 years. So, and as many as they've been in, that's kind of crazy. They lost one the year that they won with KD. They lost one time in the finals. They swept every playoff series until the finals. They lost one game. So they went 17-1. It was crazy. But I think that, or not 16-1. So, they are one of the hottest teams in the playoffs. They're easily one of the worst teams to play, and the fact that you're playing a division rival. This is a rival. A team that has been really good this year, and I think that they've, I kind of criticized them when they got rid of Tyrese Halliburton, when they got rid of Buddy Hield for Sabonis, Harrison Barnes. I liked him when he was on the Warriors, but he was never a superstar, and he's actually kind of evolved since he went to Sacramento. So I'm glad to see that for him. But I think the Kings are just not the better team. They've played good this year, and I'll give it to them. But I just think that they don't have that playoff experience. They have maybe one veteran, and that is indeed Harrison Barnes. So we'll see how that plays out. But I'm taking the Warriors in 6. I honestly could see it going even shorter than that. On the East, I'll just go through the West all. So we have Nuggets, Suns. As good as the Nuggets are, and as good as Jokic is, I still think that the Suns have the best starting 5. They're a great team. I understand that the Nuggets have Michael Porter Jr. They have Jamal Murray. But I just feel like, though CP3 is getting old and he needs to head on out, I think that he's still, in my opinion, one of the best all-time passing point guards. He's one of the best assisters in the league, and he's going to help that KD, that Devin Booker kind of backcourt. So I'm taking the Suns in 7. Warriors, Grizzlies, again, I've already said it. The Grizzlies don't understand playoffs, apparently, because they are never good in the playoffs. So I'm taking the Warriors in 6 here. I think the Grizzlies are a little better than they were last year, with Ja came back from injury. Dylan Brooks, I'm pretty sure, was even out. But I am going to take the Warriors in 6 here. Suns, Warriors, as much as I would love to see my Warriors go back and get a repeat championship once again, I do think that the Suns are just, right now, they look like the team to win. Now, this is the second year in a row. I will say this: the Warriors have the best depth in the NBA, easily. We got Gary Payton back. We've got Denton Charo. We've got JP. We've got Steph. We've got all these amazing players. We've still got a great depth. But I think that in a 7-game series where the Warriors are going to be on the road 4 of the 7 times, it's going to be tough. So I'm going to say the Suns in 7, but if the Warriors end up screwing this pick up for me, I don't care in the slightest. On the East, the Bucks will play the winner of the Bull of the Heats. The Bucks will win in 4. There's no doubt there. Giannis, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. It's one of the best backcourt duos, or one of the best big 3 in the league in general right now. Cavaliers and the Knicks. Now, this team is my sleeper team. I think the Cavs could honestly go quite a bit. Now, they're definitely going to beat the Knicks, without a doubt. I say they win that series in 5 at the most. Next, Celtics and the Hawks. Now, Trae Young has already been told that the Hawks have already kind of said they want to move on from Trae Young, which I don't understand. Trae Young is still young. He's still going to be a franchise point guard for whoever wants him. It's not even Trae Young's fault that you're not doing good in any of these seasons. It's you have no team. You keep trading away your team. You keep signing people with big contracts. I mean, they signed Porzingis, at one point for a crap ton of money that literally he didn't need, and he didn't perform well. They have a problem with that, but they're shopping Trae Young from what I'm hearing. But I'm taking the Celtics in 5. I think the Celtics are just a ridiculously good team right now. 76ers and the Nets. As much as I would love to see the Nets win one game just to shove it in Kyrie's face that he's not in the playoffs, and B, he's not in the playoffs. I don't think they'll win. I think the 76ers are a really good team. Joel Embiid is fantastic. James Harden obviously still on that team. So that is going to be a really good series, I think. But I think the 76ers win. I'm going to say 6. I think the Brooklyn Nets still have a good team, but I'm going to say 6 for the 76ers. Bucks and the Cavaliers. Now, this is what I was saying. Cavaliers are my sleeper team in the entire tournament. But I think the Bucks will still win. I think they'll win in 6. But I think if any team is going to beat the Bucks, besides maybe the Celtics, it's going to be the Cavs. I think they're a good team. Celtics, 76ers, I'm taking the Celtics. They're just a ridiculously hot team in the playoffs. They did it last year. They were great. Celtics and the Bucks. Now, this is a tough one for me. I was kind of like really like a 50-50 split. But I said the Celtics. Why? Because I feel like Giannis is going to clutch up as usual, but I feel like we saw it when, they did win the finals, but they were also playing against a really hurt Suns team at the time when, all 3 of their stars went out. But I think that, just with Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, they've still got one of the best teams in the NBA. I'm going to say that the Celtics are going back to the NBA Finals. So now we got a Celtics-Suns final, and I think KD gets his 3rd ring. I think that this is a big people, as soon as KD left for the Suns, everybody said they're the favorite to win, and I can see it. I think that, it used to be, guard Devin Booker and guard DeAndre Ayton. Chris Paul could shoot, but he's older. He's not going to shoot as much. That kind of shuts down. But now you've got to guard all 4 of them. It's so hard to have 4. That's why the Warriors had success. That's why the Cavaliers always had success. That's why the Heat had success. There was just too many people for you to guard effectively. And I think the Suns are going to be able to do that. I think that KD can lock down Jason Tatum. He can, we can see Devin Booker helping lock down Jaylen Brown. It's just a matter of who's going to come out on top. And I think the Suns can pull it off. So I'm saying the Suns are going to win, but I wouldn't be opposed to a rematch of the finals from last year. Boston and Golden State would be a great rematch. So,
all right, do
thoughts?
I gotta pick now?
Yeah, thoughts.
I think it's fine. I don't really there weren't any glaring issues. You said the Suns.
Celtics and Suns. I have the Suns winning.
Okay, can you turn this way just so I can see?
What?
Okay, yeah, right there. All right,
Oh, did I hit the camera?
Denver against I think Oklahoma City. I think the Timberwolves are gonna win. I changed my mind. Denver Timberwolves. I will take Nuggets in 5.
Okay.
Suns Clippers. I didn't really realize how good the Clippers were. I kind of thought the Suns would roll them, but their Clippers are decent. I will take Suns in 6.
Nope. That's what.
Grizzlies Lakers. Grizzlies in 6. I think the Grizzlies win this one. I think almost like everyone's picking the Lakers. I don't.
The Lakers are a good playoff team though. You have to realize that.
Yeah, but
I said the Grizzlies.
Memphis is just a better team. They're
The problem is
they're
they have
a real
no depth.
scrappy team.
They have no depth though. That's going to be the issue.
I think they're gonna. I think they'll.
Can I say something? That one of the most underrated players on the Grizzlies though. I think Valanciunas is so underrated. That dude is ridiculous.
He's on the Grizzlies?
Yeah, at least he was. Did he get traded? He was on the Grizzlies.
All right. Kings Warriors. I think people are sleeping on Sacramento. They're the 3 seed, yet they have the 8th best odds to come out of the West.
Yeah, the odds are bullshit though. The Warriors have a 1.2% chance of winning the finals, and they're literally one of the best playoff teams. So I don't take those seriously. Continue though. Sorry.
Here's the thing: the city of Sacramento is ready for the NBA playoffs. They are ready. They're going to show out and be loud. I think they're going to come out, and I think they're going to win the first 2 games at home. I think they win the first 2. And then I think Golden State will win. I think Golden State will win there too at home. I think the Kings win Game 5 in Sacramento. I think the Warriors win Game 6 at home. And I think the pressure gets to the Kings and Golden State wins it in 7. But I think this is the series I'm most excited for because I love it when teams they don't make the playoffs often and they finally get their chance. I think the Kings are going to put up a really good fight here. I like the Kings.
See, this is the only series I will say that neither team has a home advantage, though. Because if you think about it, Sacramento is literally it's 45 minutes from where Golden State's home is.
I guess, but it's still going to be it's still going to be a sold out with
100%. But I think it'll be 50.
99% Kings fans.
I think it's going to be pretty split at both stadiums or both arenas. I honestly do. I think it's going to be pretty split. I think Chase may draw just a little more Warriors fans, but I want him to play in Oracle one last dude. How bad I wanted them to hold their home games for the playoffs in Oracle this year. Would have been dope.
We'll see, though. I think Golden State in 7, but I think a lot of people who are picking Golden State in 5, no. How many? You said 6?
I said 6.
Okay, yeah, 6 I think is fair. All right, and then I'll finish the West and then I'll go to the East. Denver and the Suns. I'll say this. The Suns lost to a team that was only composed of one good player last year. So just some food for thought.
They didn't have KD, though.
The Phoenix Suns. They did not have KD. The Phoenix Suns, I feel like, always collapse.
I agree. They do.
They always collapse.
I mean, to be fair, the one they lost in the championship was due to injuries, but
Still, though.
I mean, they had nobody. They literally lost all 3 of their stars.
Still, though, if that happens this year, if one of them gets hurt, they're
I still
screwed.
think they have a good chance. No.
They're screwed because they got rid of all their bench.
I agree, but I mean, they still have 4 superstars on their team.
I'm just saying, Jokic hasn't even been hurt like at all this year, has he?
Not this year, but you still have Jamal Murray, who has been hurt.
I don't know.
Michael Porter's a freaking beast, though.
I can't trust the Suns, and plus, it's hard to play on that altitude, man. That's a thing people bring up, though.
Yeah, but they're not playing outside, dog.
No, that's the thing, though. Like
the air is regulated.
Utah and Denver, the air is so thin, it's hard to play. It's like every Denver sports team has like the biggest like home margin of victory. Like
unless you're the Denver Broncos this year.
The Broncos, the Nuggets. The Broncos were just horrible this year. But you get what I'm saying, though. It's hard to play in that altitude.
Yeah, but I mean, they play in Phoenix, so they're used to like hard weather.
I think this is setting up nicely for the Nuggets to win this series. I think Denver wins it in 6. I don't trust
You're
the
not
Suns.
even giving them 7?
I don't trust the Suns. Not at all. And then we have Grizzlies and Warriors. I want to take the Grizzlies, but I don't think I can.
They're not that good.
Golden State's just better. They're just
Way
better. I mean, I think
three
the Grizzlies
All-Stars.
would give them a fight, but I think that the Warriors would just win in 6 again. I mean, Curry and Clay are still just amazing. I don't think that the Grizzlies would win. I think it's going to be Denver and Golden State in the Western Conference Finals. Who's Golden State's center?
Kevon Looney. He's actually so good. He's so underrated, dude. He's literally had one of the best seasons of his career.
This is coming from the guy that thinks every Warriors player should be an All-Star.
No, it's the
If you want to win your fantasy basketball league, you draft Warriors players and trade them to Eddie for his best players.
All right, tell me right now that when you literally have almost as many threes as Steph, you average over 20 points a game, and which is exactly what Clay's was, and you don't deserve to be an All-Star?
I'll say this, though.
What?
The MVP
The MVP is stupid.
Could be MVP for the last 3 years, or Kevon Looney. I don't know. The Warriors definitely have the way better guard play, and I feel like guard play is what wins
everything.
Guard play is what wins you playoff games. I'll take Golden State to make the finals.
Really?
All right. The Bulls will sweep the Bucks. I don't want to hear anything about that.
Already an L take. All right.
I'm playing. I think the Bucks will win in 5. The Bulls will win 1 game. They'll win 1 game at the United Center, but I think the Bucks will win. I think Cleveland beats the Knicks pretty easily. The Knicks are just not that good. I think Boston beats the Hawks pretty easily, and I think that the 76ers beat the Nets pretty easily. I think all of those are 5. Every single series in the East will end in 5 games with the higher seed winning. The second round, though, I don't know. Bucks and Cavs. I think the Cavs have the better guard play. Donovan Mitchell is just crazy, and I just think they're such a good, well-rounded team.
Let's just put it this way. I feel like guard play only wins on certain teams, though. Like the Warriors, the Suns, the Grizzlies, the Cavs. Now, Giannis is going to destroy you no matter what you're good in. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm liking my chances with the Cavs.
I did say if there's one team I feel like could actually go all the way that's underrated, it's the Cavs.
I'm going to take Cleveland to beat the Bucks. And then in this second, I don't know about this second series. Embiid and Harden against Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and who else do they have?
Al Horford.
Yeah, Al Horford.
They're good.
I just think the 76ers are a better team overall. I'll take them over Boston. And then I will take, I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like this has got to be the year Philly makes it. It's got to be.
We're seeing a Harden Curry match?
Yes. I think it'll be 76ers and Golden State. But ultimately, Golden State is just, they're too good come playoff time. I think that Golden State will go back-to-back.
I mean, hey, possibly the best dynasty of all time when we're done. Possibly.
No. The Bulls would beat them.
I don't know. Prime
We
2017.
could start an hour-long debate if
We could.
if we
That's
wanted.
actually a big debate, and it's actually a fun debate to have. Like Prime 2017 Warriors or in Prime 1998. Think about it.
Steve Kerr has to coach and play.
No, but Steve Kerr, yeah, and play, yeah. I love Steve Kerr. He is such a dude. He is the best. Have you seen the meme about him on the Michael LeBron debate?
No, I
He said, look, I know everybody keeps asking me as somebody who's been around for both players' careers, who do I like better? And he goes, look, I respect them both equally. They both gave me 3 rings. Busted out laughing immediately. I was like, only Steve Kerr gets away with that too. Only Steve Kerr gets away with it.
they gave me 3 rings each.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Steve. But yeah, so I feel like ours weren't too far off. I mean, like I said, the Warriors are probably deep down in the inside of most people the favorite with their depth, but I'm just playing like based on like odds at this point.
The Suns will not win. They will choke.
Who knows?
I guarantee you the Suns choke.
Well, I'm also telling you right now, the 76ers are not. They'll choke. They choke every year. There's always those teams that choke.
They do also choke every year.
So I mean, I
think
know.
it would be cool to see a rematch of last year with Celtics Warriors, but at the same
Correct.
time, I think it would also be cool to see
Suns
the
Bucks.
rematch. Yeah, Suns
And
Bucks.
that's
another
my thing.
rematch there.
No matter what, I
think
feel
that'd be
like
a lot
it
of
could
fun.
be.
I hate Kevin Durant so much.
that's an L
I
take.
just don't
That's
want
an
to
L.
see him. Well, I'm allowed to not like players.
No, but why KD?
Cause he screwed over Oklahoma and he went to the team that just beat him in the playoffs and he joined like the 73-9 Warriors.
Oh, like LeBron leaving Cleveland to go to
I
Miami?
hate him so much.
LeBron leaving Cleveland to go to
Dude,
Miami?
that's totally different.
No, it's not.
Bro, okay, Golden State wins 73 games. You blow a playoff series to them and you go, I'm gonna join them. Because I just want a ring. Because I'm a little bitch. I hate Kevin Durant so much.
And that's exactly what LeBron did. Hey, they won a thing with Shaq. Now they need a hole to be filled. I'll go there and win a ring.
Different.
Nope,
They
it's legit the
didn't
same thing.
immediately lose to them. Oh God. I hate
Anyway,
them so much.
yeah. So
they
that's a
were
good thing.
talking about how he was like planning to leave like during the Warriors series. God, I hate him so
Yeah,
much.
because I don't blame him.
I don't want Kevin
he gave
Durant.
everything to
I don't want-
OKC, and he just got shit on.
I
Every year
don't
for
want
it.
Kevin Durant to ever win anything, and when
He
it's all
already
said
has.
and done, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, he couldn't win without Curry and Klay Thompson."
Yeah, and
And
Westbrook
that's gonna
couldn't win
happen.
in
The
general.
Nuggets will beat
so-
him. Nuggets will beat him.
Hey, it's the same way LeBron hasn't won without somebody. Anyway,
We've been through this.
and you're in what anyway? All right, so
we've been through this, Jackson. We talked about this for like straight up like an hour,
and he couldn't admit he was wrong.
No, there's only been one player that I can remember that has basically led a team to a championship by himself with no other help.
Okay,
Like and won.
okay.
The 2 examples I gave were LeBron. When early
Which
with
isn't
the,
true.
Early with the Cavs, he didn't actually win, but still though he made it to the finals with nobody. Only player to ever basically win a ring by carrying the team by himself is Wilt.
Okay, and again, we
Is the
talked
greatest
about this.
is the greatest player of all time. Wilt
He's
Chamberlain.
not, but that's
It
besides
always
the point.
goes back to Wilt.
It always apparently goes back to Wilt for him.
Well, well, there's no other example. There's no other example
Okay,
of.
but according to you, it's a team game, so that means that one person leading to a championship doesn't matter because they're not playing the game
what
right.
What are you talking about?
You say basketball's a
Wilt
team game.
is the best. Wilt is the only player
Okay.
ever to lead a team
Congratulations.
to the finals by himself. That's
Cool.
why he's the greatest player.
That's not what that means, though. The GOAT doesn't just mean,
Bro
oh, wow,
goes-
you
bro
have
goes-
one championship that you
We
led
need to
one
run that
season
back.
by
We need to
yourself.
run that back.
That's not what that means.
We need to run. The greatest player is the guy that
Okay.
led team. It doesn't matter though.
Okay, but we've already determined. It doesn't.
If you make a point
determined
against,
the
if you make a
MVP
point
doesn't mean
against
anything.
Eddie that he doesn't like, he just goes, "Oh,
No.
it doesn't matter."
You just can't. Everybody shits on you. Why? Because you're wrong.
I'm not.
You are wrong.
No one can prove me wrong.
Whoa, you've named one example of why Wilt's good. I can name
sorry.
7 of why
Sorry,
Michael's
he
better.
holds the NBA record for the most NBA records.
Okay, wow. In a time when, according to you, Bill Russell's 11 don't count because he played against farmers.
No, I'm just saying, 11 rings is impressive, but he was also on a super team.
Okay, but again, we looked at the stats. He
Yeah.
carried that super
Yeah.
team.
I don't know, man. Bob Cousy was.
Bob
was a
Cousy
big
had
part of
assists. That was it.
I love Bob Cousy. I actually love Bob Cousy just because everyone hates on him
Um,
for like no reason.
Anyway, how much time do we have? We got 10 minutes, so we're gonna move on. All right, ice cream flavors. Jackson, you are first, and it can be like your own like it doesn't necessarily have to be like the main just like 7. Like it can
Yeah.
be flavors that you like, whatever.
I'm going to go with a classic in my mind. I've loved this flavor my entire life. It's been my go-to. Basically, anytime it's always my go-to. I feel like it might be pretty divisive. So honestly, whatever. But I'm going mint chocolate chip.
Screw you.
Number
Yes, sir.
one.
It's all right. I have a better one, so you can.
Okay,
sir.
number one overall
That's my
is
number one.
crazy. I like.
Now-
Mint ice cream is the
Here's
best.
the thing.
It's not the right objective choice, I will say.
Here's the thing. I like mint chocolate chip a lot.
He's gonna say
Number
like
one overall is
Superman.
crazy.
Continue. What is yours?
like, I feel like I gotta take vanilla here.
Oh my God,
like,
he's a basic fella.
I feel like I got to.
I didn't want to
just-
get accused of that.
they're
But
just-
I
No,
that is the
They're
most
just
basic.
the best. It's the best ice cream.
It's
flavor.
not.
It.
No way. That is the most basic choice. I thought he was gonna be like chocolate chip cookie dough or something.
I will
You
say,
you can never go wrong with vanilla ice cream.
genuinely, I will
It's the
say,
safe choice.
you can't
Yeah.
really go wrong with just like a bowl of vanilla ice cream. You really can't go wrong with it.
Mine, it's not the same thing, but it's close. Mine is mint Oreo. Mint Oreo is better than mint chocolate
I
chip.
thought about making that tweak.
Mint Oreo is
but
better.
yeah.
Mint Oreo is just 20 times better. I get another one.
That's so
and
specific.
So that's your pick. You're
yeah,
going?
mint Oreo.
Okay.
Mint
okay.
Oreo. It's a popular one.
It is a popular.
And
one.
then-
it's the best Blizzard at Dairy Queen.
100%.
It's the best
It's-
Blizzard.
The
it's up
royal mint Oreo is the best with the fudge in the middle. Oh gosh, sorry. Now my mouth is watering.
I don't know. Basically,
Um,
every Blizzard at Dairy Queen is good, but that is one of the best.
That's,
And then
that's fair.
I'm gonna
Every
take
there are
the-
Blizzard is
people that
great.
like hate mint ice cream.
Yeah.
I like adding.
Oh, that's why I'm gonna take
That's
the
why I
second
was saying
choice.
it was divisive because a
Correct.
lot of people don't like mint.
They don't, and I don't know why. I'm gonna take the second most obvious choice. I'm taking cookies and cream.
It's a fair pick.
All right.
It's a fair pick.
All right, Quincy, go ahead.
Give me chocolate chip cookie dough. Great. I love that 1-2 punch right there.
Stole that one from me there. That's a great one. That's a
All
great
right,
one.
you get 2, Jackson.
Oh, jeez. I'm like scrolling through a list here trying to figure out what I want to do.
My mom.
gonna-
it,
Go ahead.
I know my mom is screaming right now, and I'll tell you why at the end.
Okay.
I'm going to
But
go
She's really upset right now.
another personal favorite of mine. I'm going to go salted caramel.
Ooh.
I like salted caramel.
Like, thank you for saying the word right, though. I appreciate that. Not caramel. All right.
So
you get
I
another,
get another one.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, God bless America.
Bro goes, God bless.
Jeez, there's
He-
so many
he
good
don't
ones. I'm
know.
trying to decide.
I mean, if you want to give me your pick, I'll take it.
I'm gonna go Moose Tracks.
Ooh,
My
that's a
next
good one.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
Moose Tracks.
All right, this is pretty easy for me. Give me strawberry.
No way, bro. This
I'm
looks
so glad that I
strawberry.
cut. I'm so glad that I cut to you over there because that face was the.
You're just
funniest.
okay. If you can't appreciate strawberry ice cream,
Dude, strawberry.
I respect
Like, I
it.
can respect
It's great.
vanilla
It's
just because it's
great.
like that. You can never
no,
go wrong.
it's great.
Strawberry, dog.
It's one of the 3 that comes in the thing.
The spumoni.
I'm not picking that. That's stupid. But
Spumoni is good, but not the strawberry part. That's the thing.
okay.
The pistachio is horrible too, though.
Keep hating. Strawberry ice
Um,
cream is great.
All right, I get 2. Ooh, this is tough. All right. See, I'm just going with exotic ones. I'm not going with like the basic, like everybody knows. Like, trying to think.
Which is why you're gonna lose this draft.
I know. I like my first 2 though. Are
I do
killer.
like your first 2. Your first 2 are fantastic.
Neapolitan's the one with the 3.
Huh?
Neapolitan's the one with the 3. I won't be taking that. That's stupid. I don't know. Whoever decided that was like a good thing to just have. Let's just have all 3 of them separated. Like, no, you're stupid. I'm trying to like.
Okay, I
think-
feel like I have to take it just to make sure that nobody else gets it. I'm just gonna go. No, I don't want to though. God dang it. It's like one of those things. It's like I
Want to,
should take it
though.
because it's an easy fill in. It's like
Swallow your pride.
I know I'm gonna have to go chocolate. I feel like chocolate is. Just
I hate chocolate ice cream. It's disgusting.
It's so good.
I hate it so much. My mom loves chocolate ice
Chocolate
cream.
ice cream's so
Every
good,
time she goes anywhere, she it's like her favorite food like of all time. And
It's so good.
I can't stand it. And she's like, "Oh my god, how are you my son?" She can't handle the fact that like I'm her son and I don't like chocolate. I'm looking at this
Hang
list
on, I
like
gotta think of one more.
you have another one.
I have another one. Okay. I'm gonna get hate for this, but I don't care because it's one of the best churro ice cream, dog.
That's a thing?
That's a thing.
Is that
It
a
is
thing?
actually a
Sound-
thing.
that's-
You haven't? Okay, have you been to
that
Forest
sounds
recently?
good.
It's an actual hand dipped ice cream now.
I
It's
didn't
legit.
realize.
Yeah, it's
Are
churro
we-
ice cream. It's actually called cinnamon churro ice cream, but it's got churro bites.
I
in it.
have not had
So
that.
good.
I might have to try. But some of these I've like never heard of.
I will literally go to Forest at 8. I'm not gonna after I get off work. I'm not
Do
gonna.
you
lie.
wanna? We can go.
I may actually because I really.
Bro,
want
I'm
hand-dipped
looking
ice
at
cream.
some of these on like Baskin Robbins. Like, what the heck are some
Well,
of these?
Baskin Robbins has
Mango?
some-
That's
that's
a thing.
I don't think I spelled
Flavors, man.
churro right. Oh my god. Okay, continue. Anyway, Quincy,
Okay.
your last. No, you have one more.
Okay, this is
have
my
two more.
all-time favorite Blizzard at Dairy Queen, and I will stand by this.
God, if you say something stupid, I swear.
Okay, I will stand by this. Dairy Queen has a lot of good
I'll kill you
Blizzards,
for the second time.
but it is my go-to. I get it whenever they don't have it like all year round, but it's my go-to.
Oh wait, I think I might know what you're picking.
The s'mores Blizzard from Dairy Queen is the best Blizzard that.
Okay, but we're not doing blizzards. We're doing ice cream.
Okay,
Is
well,
s'mores
it's
ice
the
cream
same
a thing?
Just put it down.
Mm,
It is the best Blizzard that Dairy Queen has, and I will stand by that.
no, I don't know. The mint Oreo. That's
Mint-
just so
That
good.
is a close second. I
Mint
feel like
Oreo
I feel
is
like I
just
feel like
so
Mint Oreo
good.
is
and the
is up
dude,
there.
the Reese.
Okay.
My mouth
am
is
I up?
watering. Yes, go ahead. You're up. You get two. These are your last two.
Okay.
My mouth is literally just.
You know,
I think
I'm
we're
good with
door
this.
dashing Dairy Queen after this. Honestly.
I'm good with this actually. Okay, so
Is there even a Dairy Queen near here?
Yeah, I think.
I'm going a spin-off, not really a spin-off or anything, but like kind of similar to your path, Quincy, with the Dairy Queen one. Because for me, a close second for Blizzard is this one, but for Ben and Jerry's, this flavor's number one. I'm going strawberry cheesecake. Strawberry
Oh.
cheesecake.
I
like a-
didn't think you were gonna pick
okay.
that one.
That's good.
See, I hate strawberry cheese. I like raspberry cheesecake. That's so good. I love raspberries though.
Okay.
And then my last one, I'm going. Let me see if I can find it real quick. No, where are you at? Where are you at? Okay, I do love. Oh shoot, this is so good. Okay,
Some of these are just so similar.
yeah, they're
Like,
that's the thing
basic-
about ice cream is that it's all very
basically
similar.
all of these you need vanilla ice cream, and that's where they're the number one pick because they're just so versatile. It's just a versatile player, man.
Final one. I feel like gets slept on a lot, but so good. Black raspberry chocolate chip.
Never heard of that.
So
Y'all
good.
with the raspberry
So
ice cream.
good.
I don't know. I don't.
So
really
You with
know
that strawberry ice cream, dog.
Okay, it's better than raspberry.
No,
ice
it's
cream
not.
for sure. Y'all can disagree with me on that, but you can.
Raspberry is so goaded. Okay, your last one, Quincy.
I don't even know
Make
what
sure
to.
to clip that one.
I'm-
Raspberry's so
I'm
good.
looking at these lists. I don't.
It's gonna be a soundbite on the board. Just raspberry,
Okay.
so goaded.
Pistachio. I don't think I've ever had pistachio ice cream, but that sounds disgusting.
It is horrible. It's part of spumoni. Have you ever had spumoni?
I've not had.
It's like
so-
Neapolitan. I'm pretty sure.
but it's with like different ones.
No, it's like instead of it coming like in separate sections, they literally blend it all together, and it's like they give it to you in a bowl. So it's not just separated; it's more like mixed together.
I've never had pistachio ice cream, but
It's
that
horrible.
It sounds bad. I don't think I'm probably never.
Which I'm
gonna
shocked
have it.
that you don't like it then, because I mean some of these strawberry man.
Okay, just for my mom, I will take shout out Jennifer Bedlin and Joe Biden. Give me
Joe
chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip.
Just because I know my mom likes it and she'll vote for me.
She'll vote for me.
Not since I took chocolate ice cream though. So ha
Yeah,
ha.
she probably will vote for yours anyway.
Chocolate.
I don't know.
One of you guys took cookie dough, right?
I did.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I
Chocolate
thought.
chip.
That was gonna be my second pick. But
I'm just
yeah,
gonna put
that's my
chocolate X2 chip because it's not gonna all fit.
pick. X2.
X2.
No, just because it's Joe Biden's go-to
Yeah,
ice
honestly.
Because we know how much Joe
All right,
Biden
my
loves ice
last
cream.
one. Oh God, I don't even know anymore. To be real.
I did that because I couldn't find another good flavor of ice cream. I'm not even kidding. Like I don't even like chocolate chip.
There's so many ice cream flavors.
Like what is like
avocado? Who the? By the way, on 50 flavors of ice cream on the top list, most of them mint chocolate chip. Man, we get it. Mint chocolate chip or Oreo.
if you're eating avocado ice cream like unironically straight to jail. I'm sorry if you like that, you're just an insane person.
I feel like okay. It's the 5th round. I feel like it's an underrated ice cream, and I feel like people don't give it credit. I'm taking Superman.
The fuck is a Superman?
You've never had Superman ice cream?
What the hell is that?
It's like a bunch of like fruit flavored ice creams.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a
so good.
bunch of fruit, yeah. Like
It's not
combined
even like
together.
fruit. It's really like artificial.
It's pretty good.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty good.
Here,
I'm looking this up. Hold on.
I got you right here on the bottom. They have it at Forest. It's one of the options.
All right, are we
It's
going to
so
Forest
good.
now?
We will be. It's red, blue, and yellow. Although I don't even know. It actually originated in the Midwestern United States, particularly Michigan and Wisconsin. Interesting.
I'll have to try some of these because apparently
It's so good.
I would eat at Forest if it wasn't so damn far.
It's not that far, dude. It's like a 3-minute walk.
Oh,
You cut through the education building.
I know, but right is a 30-second walk.
Yeah, well,
Right.
right food is also not worth. I would rather walk 30 minutes to Forest than 30 seconds to
I
right.
don't know.
Um,
I normally just eat whatever's closer.
That's fair.
But
Okay.
I might have to take a trip to Forest. just
So
'cause
I
you're
will
making
put-
me want ice cream.
I will put these lists up.
I'm feeling good about this draft.
I feel like this is actually. Like,
I
I,
don't
feel
think
like
I'm
this.
gonna
I feel
win.
like this could be like pretty.
I think I'm
even.
getting last.
I like this. I feel like me and Jackson are gonna like do a Jimmy me split. Like we're gonna have a pretty even.
I don't know. I'm feeling good about my picks, man. I got some good ones.
I will
there.
say I don't know Moose Tracks. I felt like it was so early. You took that a little early.
little early. you
Yeah,
think?
I think Black Raspberry is better than Moose Tracks.
Moose Tracks is so
Ice
good.
cream is just such a personal opinion kind of thing.
I
It
guess
is.
it's good. Don't get me wrong, but like the fact that you took Moose Tracks before chocolate, like damn dog.
I don't
I
know.
mean, it's got the chocolate aspect to it, though, man. It's-
I mean, I'm glad you took it before strawberry because the fact that strawberry went 3rd round is just disgraceful. But
No,
Okay,
I
it's
did.
good.
I did.
Shut up, dude. If you strawberry ice cream's great.
I like
Just-
strawberry ice cream. I'm with
Thank
you.
you.
I'm with you.
Eddie just
I just don't know
Really,
why.
any ice cream I'm good with.
No, because
There
I don't
really
like
isn't an
strawberry.
ice cream
I don't
that
know why.
like.
It's like dairy with strawberry doesn't work because I hate strawberry milk. Strawberry yogurt's like the only thing I can handle. It's just weird. It's like strawberry with dairy. It just doesn't make sense to me.
strawberry ice cream is one of the best. It's part of the big three. If you're
No.
saying the big three is chocolate, vanilla, strawberry.
yeah, it's part of the big three.
But
I
I
recognize it.
I just
It's
wanna-
definitely the least popular out of the big
100%.
three, but you know.
Actually, I would love to do a poll to find out who likes because I feel like chocolate and vanilla is pretty damn split. I think it's a pretty damn split. You like for first, but anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it for today's show. Hopefully the video will be up this time. I'm gonna continue trying to upload the Jimmy one, and hopefully it eventually works. And even if it's a week late,
If it gets uploaded correctly to the OneDrive, not correctly, but like, you know, if
No,
OneDrive
yeah.
finally decides
If you
to
figured out how to
cooperate.
upload the damn video,
honestly, Jesus. No, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna
if
continue
OneDrive
working with
decides-
YouTube.
Yeah, if OneDrive decides to start
Correct.
cooperating,
I'm gonna look
should-
again.
That one should be up by this afternoon.
on Spotify for sure. But I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna try to contact YouTube again. They didn't answer me. I don't know if it's just this video. I may try re-exporting it just to see if it's a file corruption. But the file is working, so I don't know. But yeah, we'll get this up. And I'll also put out a second poll for name changes, just so we have a backup. Just because I feel like we
I don't know.
That should be
Eddie goes. I don't think it's a bad name, honestly. I think it's fine.
we have a.
but
I think
Eddie-
our first
Eddie
video,
was
you were the
like-
one that chose it.
Eddie said, "Ask your YouTube comment section what to call it," and someone suggested Bloomington Buddies, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds decent enough." And Eddie goes, "Okay."
Like we agreed to ask your chat.
I think it's
didn't
fine.
decide any of this.
If it was up to me, I would just keep it.
I just
but
feel like Bloomington Buddies
Eddie
just sounds like
hates it
childish.
for
No, I
sure.
just feel like it sounds like
What are some potential?
that's what I'm saying. Like I
other
want
names?
more suggestions. We had we had 2 suggestions. It was Bloomington Buddies and like Bloomington Brothers or something.
that was stupid. That
It
we
was like the
didn't
same
take,
thing. It was like Bloomington Brothers, and I was just like, that's even more stupid.
because we're not brothers.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It was like that or that, and you were like, well, I mean, this one isn't horrible, and I was like, okay. But
I think it's fine. I'm all for keeping it. We got a brand here, man. We
yeah,
can't
but we
kid
can
it.
rebrand.
see.
I mean, hell, Coca-Cola put cocaine in their drink, but they rebranded, so they didn't put cocaine in their drink, and they're still popular.
Still the
like,
most popular soda
Exactly.
in the world.
Like, hang on. But yeah, no, we'll figure that out. Vote for me. So yeah, I mean, we'll be ready for next show. I think we're trying to get at least Johnny or Jimmy back on one more time before the end of the year. Or not, Johnny hasn't been on yet. Johnny on for the first time, or Jimmy back on We'll figure that out. But till next time, guys, appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to go vote. It'll be up on Spotify. I'll send it to Jackson so we can put the poll up too. And then I'll also put it up on YouTube. And I'll make sure to try to get these videos uploaded as soon as YouTube lets me.
Jimmy episode. I'll see if I can get it up.
Yeah, I'll see if it lets you do it. And then, yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next episode on Friday. Peace out.